Noreen, tell us about this wonderful program that you have. It's called Ag Discovery and everything. Let's talk about it.
Okay, guys, I would like you to stay tuned on our Facebook page. We're going to Ag Discovery. The applications will be out to apply to the program. This program is for ages 12 and up to 16. Where you will have the opportunity to go to about 20 different land-grant colleges. One of them even in the Virgin Islands and also in Hawaii. If you like to travel, apply to those. Also, you can go to FAMU, Tuskegee, Alcorn University.
HBCUs!
That's right, to name a few. And guess what it is? How much it costs? It's free.
Wait a minute.
2 to 4 week program for you and to introduce you to the careers in agriculture and science and etymology and all the careers that you don't usually hear about, okay? Then there's another opportunity for you in the forestry department. The forestry has summer programs. So I want you to listen out, go to our Facebook page, Georgia Women in Agriculture. We'll be posting regularly. We'll let you know when the application is open. We are the Georgia Women in Agriculture, chapter of the National Women in Agriculture.
And welcome to the Women Are Worthy show. We're here at the complex. We're at the Threadmill Complex Mall, and it's a beautiful place. Now, before I introduce my guest, well, she's really a friend, but I'm gonna call her our guest. What do you think of the complex, the Threadmill Complex, when you came in?
Oh, I was amazed.
So what did you, because we want people to come on down, you gotta talk a little louder. We want people to come on down and see what it's like. It's just a beautiful ambiance. Well, let me stop talking and let me have our guest. So when you walked in, what did you see in your experience?
It was kind of like antique wooded, lots of wood. And I'm not used to seeing that inside of a building nowadays.
Right, that's true. Well, joining us today, you guys know I'm on I'm plant-based and I eat a lot of produce. I go to farmers to get my produce because I'm always videotaping and talking to everyone about that. So today we have Miss Noreen Whitehead. She is working with the Georgia Department of, I keep saying department, Georgia Women in Agriculture, okay? Because, and I'll raise your hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tanika Thornton just joined live.
Hi Tanika, how you doing? Well, we have Noreen Whitehead, and she's working with the Georgia Women in Agriculture. Yay! I always want to say department, and I know department is a separate area, but she knows so much. So we want to thank you for joining us, and tell us a little bit about your journey and how did you get into that position, because not that she doesn't deserve it, okay, but let's talk about how did you get in that position and how important and critical it is for women and all people to get into agriculture.
Well, let me first off say that thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
I am a city girl from New York.
Woo! We're from New York. Where you from?
The Bronx.
She from the Bronx, I'm from Brooklyn. Okay, this is an interview, I'm sorry. Okay.
So that is a good question. How did I get in this world of agriculture?
From the Bronx, yes.
From the Bronx, yes. Well, my mom, she was a community person. She was very involved in the community, always active. So when I came to Georgia, I did the same thing. I was very active. I worked with other organizations. And one of them in particular, at one of the schools my daughter went to, University Community Academy, they needed a garden manager.
Okay.
A garden manager. And since I was working at another farm, another garden, urban garden, I said, okay, I'm going to do this because I want our young people to be involved, have their hands on it. And one of our mottos for National Women in Agriculture is saving our youth through agriculture.
Oh, I like that. Tanika, can you hear us? Let me know if the volume is right. Does the guest need to speak a little louder? Do I need to speak a little louder? Let me know, Tanika. Okay, so getting the youths in agriculture, which is huge, okay?
Very, very huge, because we want them to be able to go back, start from the basics, from the ground up, and we say building character, health, and income from the ground up. And so, we want to start with our young people because right now there's so many opportunities in agriculture for them.
Wait a minute, stop the brakes, pump the brakes. I'm hearing cha-ching, 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 I'm hearing money. So there's opportunities for our youths to make money and also learn in agriculture. Okay, my ears are all open now, and I'm sure all my interns are listening now.
That is
okay.
correct. There are scholarships, there are internships, there are fellowships, there's so much opportunity for youth, veterans, and women in agriculture.
Okay, so youth, veteran, and women. I'm a woman. Let's talk. Let's talk about what's going on out here because I'm sure there are people out there, and I'll share this. We had a young lady that interned with the Women Are Worthy show. She went to one of the local colleges here, and her major was business. But I noticed that she had a green thumb, and me, everything dies with me. I don't care if it grows back the next day, it's gonna die with me. And I said to her prior to meeting you, I said, you know what, I think agriculture is something you need to do. I said, just figure it out, but check it out. She transferred and she's in Tennessee now, and she's actually in agriculture. And they have her traveling, that's her major, and she's traveling. She's interning with a company, a major company out there. And now her world has changed.
Yes.
She's taking a picture in the cornfield. She's just doing amazing things. So there's two interns that I had. One is Miss Sampson, and she just volunteered with us. And there's another lady that I told her, young lady that I told her, why don't you think about going to agriculture? So tell us some more opportunities, but I still want to get back. How did a woman from the Bronx get into agriculture? Okay, concrete jungle, because New York, that's what we have.
That's all we have.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm feeling the vibe even more. I loved her before, but she's from New York, and you know I know my New Yorkers. Okay.
So as I said, I was volunteering at a community garden, West End Community Urban Garden, ran by Haylene, the Garden Queen. Shout out to you, Haylene. So she was the chairwoman prior to me coming. So a call came in, we were doing it and getting ready for a big symposium there in Atlanta.
Okay.
And the executive director said, I need some youth. So guess what she did? She handed the phone right to me. I was sitting right next to her. She handed it right off to me.
Talk about putting on the spot.
And she said, I need some youth. Can you bring some? I said, oh, definitely. I said, the youth can come and usher in the dignitaries. They can come in with the steel band and the drum corps, and that is exactly what they did. They came in, and she was able to bring we were able to bring so many youth to that event. They really turned it out, especially steel band, Marine steel band.
Okay.
Yes. So that night she said, you get this. She said, you are going to be, so she appointed me.
Right there on the spot after you became successful. So basically she put you on the spot and you had no choice but to be successful, and then she handed the reins over to you. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Because I really wanted our youth to be involved in community. And this is what this is. This is community. Then I found out how important that agriculture was and all the opportunity that there are for youth in agriculture. And so that it was on there.
How do we not know about this? Because I'm constantly hearing about the farmers, and how do we not know that there's opportunities for youths, veterans, and women in agriculture?
It's a long historical systemic problem that we've been pushed out of agriculture. Some farmers lost their land, some were taken away, some were, a lot of disparities, which passed on to the children not being close to the land.
Okay.
So we got so far away from being on the land, growing as our forefathers and grandmothers, and so our youth, they know nothing about land and caring for the land and growing. So that's, the whole thing is to get them back.
Right.
Get them back to that, and also open up the doors to opportunities. In agriculture, we need there are all types of jobs. We need lawyers, we need politicians, we need accountants.
Videographers.
Yes, we need graphic designers, everything every job that's out there, it also falls under agriculture, and that's what most people don't understand. They think you have to be a farmer.
Right.
So, and now that technology has come into play, we have machines that all you have to do is hit a button, and go on down the road and do whatever you need. We have the drones. They're a part of agriculture.
Wait a minute, so piloting the drone, you can parlay that into agriculture.
That is in agriculture now. So in Fort Valley State University has that program. I was able to bring the teacher to one of the fairs that I have at our high school, Mondays Mill High School. We're in our 3rd year right now of our Ag, Science, and Technology Fair. And there's so many opportunities.
My question is, how does this help the veterans? Because you mentioned women, veterans, and youth. How can they be a part of this, and what opportunities is it for the veterans?
So the USDA and also the Veteran Department, they want veterans to become farmers because they know veterans are so disciplined.
Right.
Yes, so they have programs for them. All of the grants and the different programs they have, it's for our veterans.
So let me ask you a question. If 45 were to come to you today and say, okay, Noreen, I saw you on the Women Are Worthy show. Now, I'm gonna grant you give me 2 of the topmost things on your list that you want to see me implement. I'm gonna bypass everything like I always do. I'm gonna bypass it and I'm gonna put that in existence. What 2 things would you like to see 45 do when it comes to agriculture?
For veterans.
For anyone.
Oh, for anyone. Well, this is what we go to Washington, D.C. see us there. We would like funding, because that's what's missing. We're doing the work, but we're missing the funding from the Farm Bill to actually do the work that we do.
Okay.
We're doing the work, but we're doing it with like pennies.
Okay.
Pennies. But we can do so much more, and we can reach so much more, so many more people with the correct funding.
Now, we're in Georgia. Where are the farmers, local farmers? Because, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to be doing a cooking show. We're working on that now. So we want produce. We also have Veteran Molding Mines. They're doing an event, okay? And I want to talk about this. There's a need here. We're looking for veterans or people who have the heart to serve. There's going to be, it's called Operation Feed the Hungry. And it's going to be November 19th, 20th, and 21st. You can hit me up with additional information. We're looking for servers, we're looking for veterans, we're looking for people to help feed the hungry. My question to you is, because we're looking for people to donate some produce, where can we, or if someone's out there who's looking for that, where can we find the farmers or the people who can actually do this?
Well, Georgia does have a list of all the farmers, the Georgia Farmers Market Association.
Right.
Ms. Adrena is the one to see for that. There's a whole list. In Atlanta, there are many, many urban farms and gardens all around.
See, and some of us don't realize that because I don't know where they're living, but they don't see it. And this is something I want to address with you. I had a conversation with someone on social media, and they told me that eating organic or eating healthy is too expensive. And I don't know what you feel about that. I think that's a myth. I think it's because people are not educated. So I want to know, what is your take on that? And what do you think someone with a growing family regarding growing as well, going to the farmer's market, but also growing. What is your take on that?
My take is we need to go back to growing. You can grow in your backyard. You can grow on your windowsill, you can grow in these pots right here. It doesn't take, you don't need a whole lot of land to grow anything. You can grow small vegetables. Everybody should have a garden.
So do you think it's accurate to say that it's more expensive to eat healthy than it is to eat, I don't want to use the word junk food, but to eat the other side? What is your opinion on that?
It's not expensive once you know how to get your, it's not expensive once you know how to get your seeds, put your seeds away, grow them in the time that they're supposed to be grown in season. And it's not expensive. You just have to learn what to do.
And I agree, because see, for me, instead of going to the WF, you can go to farmers market. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean the bigger chain ones. You can, every city, every county has a local farmers market. And then when I hear people say, well, the farmers market is when I go to work, well, look, you can't keep coming up with excuses. You got to figure out a way, because I think you and I was talking earlier, and the average 12-year-old looks like she's 16. The young boys look like they're 30 because of the GMO and things like that. So we talked about plant-based things. Let's talk about livestock. Now, can you talk a little bit about livestock? This is a plant-based, I'm a plant-based person, but I want to talk about everything. So I'm not going to be offended if you mention cows, chicken, and all that kind of stuff, you know? Because some people eat that, so I'm not here to judge people, I'm here to love them. So let's talk about the livestock. What role does that play in agriculture?
Well, livestock, I'm not, so livestock, I'm not big on livestock, but I do know farmers who have their own, they have their animals on their farm, they do everything natural, and there are farmers, you can find those farmers in certain locations. I know of one in Hampton, Swanson Family Farms. He has his own cows, he cuts them up, you know, takes them to the plant. I know another farmer in Cobbtown.
Okay.
He's a cattle farmer. So they are out there. And that's handy farms.
So my question to you is, what is the biggest myth that's out there when it comes to agriculture? Particularly in our community, the African American community.
Agriculture is just, you know, all about farming. And it's not. Agriculture deals with food, fiber, and fuel.
Wait, food, fiber, and fuel?
Fiber and fuel. So we need food to eat, we need fiber, fibers are clothes and textile, and we need fuel. Fuel that fuels everything. So all of that falls under the umbrella of agriculture.
Well, let me tell you something a little about Miss Noreen, because she's very modest, and y'all know me. I don't know modest bone in my body. But yesterday she was at an award. She was at an event, and you were presented. You were given an award. When I say this woman works tirelessly, and I said it correctly, tirelessly in the state of Georgia for the things that we need so that we can eat, and she's constantly showcasing people out there. She was given an award, and I want to talk about the person who was there at the award. Yes. Let's talk about him. See, I feel like I'm sitting next to royalty. We had the gentleman who actually sang at the Duchess and Duchess, that's what they consider Duchess, Prince Harry and Meghan at their wedding. So when you guys, I mean, she was there last night and she was rubbing elbows, so I got to rub some of this, you know, rubbing elbows. Sat at the same table. Now tell us the award that was presented to you last night.
Okay, the awards that were given out were the Community Champions of Health. Community Champions of Health. It was given by 360 HBN, Health Broadcasting Network, and Dr. Wallace, Debbie Wallace, is the person that operated the whole thing.
So how did you feel? Because Lord knows, I'm sure you sacrificed a lot. I'm sure you constantly have to fight against the system and fight against with people just to get them to understand. Sometimes maybe you feel like you're banging your head against the wall. Oh, am I sharing your sentiments here?
Yes.
So, why do you still do this?
I do this because I know that I'm making an impact on young people. It's the young people I work with. I'm making an impact on community. The community is finding out more about what foods they can get. And I meant to say that we do have farmers market at the MARTA stations, at several MARTA stations.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no excuse. So what can you talk about agri-teens? What exactly is that?
Oh, agri-teens. Okay.
See how she lit up when I mentioned her teens and I said agri-teens? She's like, oh, she lit up like a new boyfriend. Okay.
Yes, agri-teens was started at a local high school that I worked at.
Okay.
I still work there. But so I came to sub one day, and I happened to go in the back of the school, and I saw this big greenhouse. I said, oh, they have a greenhouse. So I said, what are they doing? I went investigating. What are they doing in there? And I found the science teacher. He said, they're not doing anything in there.
Really?
Nothing.
Wow.
So I found out it was sitting for 5 years, doing nothing. I said, well, we have to do something in there. You can't just let this sit here. So we got together, and that's science right there, Miss Brown, and we said, we're going to start growing in here. We started growing, and we got some of the students. So I formed a club, because the school has all kinds of clubs. So we formed the Agri-Teen Club.
Agri-teen. I like that, the agri-teen, agriculture and teen. Look at you. So the fact that you're doing this and it's in schools, have you met any student that in the beginning they weren't sure and then they became so enthusiastic about growing it? Because there's something to be said. You plant, you harvest, you plant the seed, it grows, and it's actually from farm to table. Because when I was growing up in New York, we had this guy. I lived in when my husband and I got married, we lived in a West Indian community, and this guy used to sell collard greens. And when I say his collard greens was so, because in Jamaica we do callaloo. We don't do collard greens until we come to the United States. But he had collard greens, he had callaloo, and I'm telling you, it was so sweet. He would go in the back, and it turns out that in his backyard, everyone in the community would go to him, and he would pick the greens and give it to them. So now that we're talking about that, can you explain to me, what is this windmill? Does that have something to do with the in agriculture? I don't know if it's the windmill, but I've seen that in a couple of farms where it does something with the water or something like that, or am I off base? Because I've seen that in a lot of farms when I'm going to states where, like, it looks like a windmill, and I don't know what that's for. Okay, because I wasn't sure, because I'm like, maybe you may know. I'm not putting you on the spot, because if you don't know, you don't know. But I just thought that was interesting. So we talked about, I'd like to know, for someone out there who wants to get in contact with you, how can they get in contact with you?
You can contact me through our Facebook page, which is Georgia Women in Ag, NWIAA, which stands for National Women in Agriculture. You can also go to our website, which is Georgia NWIAA. Georgia spelled out, NWIA.com. Those are the two places. We would love to have you as a member.
I'm a member. I'm a member. I gotta give her money today, but I'm a member. I joined up, and we're gonna be doing some things because we're gonna be doing. Is it premature to talk about? We're gonna be doing some collaboration. Okay. We're gonna be doing some because you guys got plant-based, and I'm gonna be working on the cooking show, and I have my interns, and we're doing some things that we can't talk about right now. But we're going to be doing some collaboration because we're also going to be showcasing the farmers on the show. Because it's going to be basically, we're going to be cooking the foods, and then we're going to have an interview, and then we're going to talk about the foods, and then I'm going to be interviewing or having a conversation with the guests. I am so excited. I've been cooking up a storm. I've been making some soup, and just this week I had posted something about, I made some soup and I put some noodles in the soup. And the lady that I get she's a local farmer, and the lady that I get my stuff from, I had like all produce, like potatoes, corn, and I made a soup out of it. It was so good. And I brought it to her. I made it Saturday, and I brought it, had my husband take it to her on Sunday. And she's like, oh my God, did you get everything from me? I had potatoes, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, squash. I had all of that in there. It was no meat. And she was like, oh my God, this tastes really good, because my soup game is on point. I'm telling you, I can get some soup. I can burn in the kitchen, but the soup game is on point. So because it was kind of cold, and she says, oh my God. So she's never had anyone who actually cooked something from things that they purchased from her. But I wanted her to see how good the food was, from her. So that's interesting. So what advice would you give someone like me? Because my husband, he's a green thumb, not me. I mean, he has peppers, he has basil, all that stuff grown in the backyard. So what advice would you give someone like me who has, no pun intended, a black thumb?
I would say start small. Start very small.
Okay.
You can get some seeds. You can put them in. This is what we do with the little babies.
Okay.
Cause
Now she put me in the baby category. You have a lot of that. You on the show, you talk about the little babies. Now you gonna put me in the baby category. Okay, go ahead. This is
Well,
your
we want
show.
you to start, and I'm telling you the easiest.
Okay. Just don't make me feel like I'm in kindergarten.
It's your seed.
Okay.
Okay. You get some Dixie cups. Okay. Put your soil. We didn't talk about soil. Soil was there before. Soil in. Put your seeds. Water them and let them grow and become baby seedlings.
Okay, so they can sprout. Okay.
And they're gonna sprout, and then you'll transplant them into a bigger pot.
God, that's so much work. But no, it's worth it. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm just fooling. No, it's worth it. It's
Right.
worth it.
And
Yeah.
then you can transplant them on the outside, wherever you're gonna put it. You might be putting it in the ground, or you might be putting it in another bigger pot, another space. And so you can start from there.
I'm gonna try that because for me, I love basil, and basil is very expensive. When you go to the store. So my husband has grown, he grows it, and when I take it, I pull the whole thing off. He's like, no, Jackie, that's not what you do. Just stay away from the plants and vegetables and things. Let me do it. So we're also doing, I don't know if you're familiar with bitter melons. I love that because I love anything, I love a lot of Asian culture. I love the foods. I love everything. So we've grown some bitter melons, and you can make soups and stuff out of it. We're growing lemongrass. I put lemongrass in
I love
everything.
lemongrass.
I put that in everything because I have this lady. She brings it to us, and then we either freeze it, and now my husband grows it, and he grows bamboo and all of that. You see, when I told him we were having you on the show, he was like, "Please, this punch." I mean, you would think I was having a car person on this show. He's like, "Oh my God, agriculture. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So where do you see your position in Georgia in the next, let's say, 3 years? What you're doing right now?
The next 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next 3 years,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
would like to see Georgia Women in Agriculture have interns and volunteers go to the farms and also to the urban farms and rural farms and help those farmers. A lot of farmers, they need hands, they need other hands because they don't really have the time to, do a lot of other things. But if they have other hands, helpers to help them to grow what they're doing and just assist them. They need assistance. And then those interns and volunteers need the experience to learn how to grow.
Right.
Okay, that would give them the hands-on knowledge of how to do that.
Well, we're going to be streaming from your location, because we want to do a day in the life, so people can see, because I think so often kids are looking for community services, and it's the same old going into a company and, you know, just typing or filing or whatever, and I think, or just interning, typing and filing, but community services, that's true community service, you know, and I want people to understand that. But more importantly, and I want to remind everyone, share the post, share the page, share the video, because we want more people to see what's out there. Because when I was telling someone that we're going to have the chairman, you know, and they're like, what? I said, yeah, women in agriculture. They had no clue. And I'm like, yes, and I told them it's a woman, and they're like, what? And I said, she's African American. I mean, they almost passed out. They almost passed out when I said that. But I want people to share, because at the end of the day, it's not the black, the white, the green, and the gold. It's the common thread. But really what it is green. Because we have to grow our produce. It's green and black, because the soil is black, and green when we nourish it. So we have to make sure that we don't lose that trade. It's almost like trade school when kids were taking trade back in the day. This is something that I think it's a forgotten art, you know, and we need to bring this back. So do you have like any tours or anything? Is there anything like that with local farmers, so we can get the kids, you know, interested in this?
Oh yes, there are plenty of farms, urban farms and rural farms that we can take trips to, and that's what we should, that I'm planning to do with our agri-teams, to take them on college, and not only the college tours, but to farm tours, garden tours. Please, if you know of a local, when you see your local garden or your urban garden, go there and visit and ask them if you need any help. They always need help. They always need helping hands.
And I'm not trying to discourage people from going to Whole Foods, but what I want people to understand is also fresh foods, because when it's fresh, it's different. Turnips, you name it. So it's really been interesting, because it's been an eye-opener. Is there any other myths, or is there something that you think prevent people from growing their own things or visiting the farmers market, the local farmers, you think?
You know, there's some people that they tell themselves, I don't like outdoors, I don't want to get dirty, and they just have this insects. They don't like insects. They're they have this, but you can get over all that. People have a lot of fears, and that's just a fear that you can overcome. So I believe you can overcome that.
So what can the Women Are Worthy show or Jackie Charles do to help assist you to help get your message out?
Well, what you're doing right here is so key, because we need that information to spread abroad. We need this to spread abroad. We need you to know that agriculture is not just for the farmer. Agriculture, we need all types of workers in agriculture. Go to your local farmers markets, your local gardens, your local, there are people growing right in their backyards. Beautiful flowers. Horticulture is another opportunity that we're going to get into. And it's just so much opportunity. I did want to talk about one of the students from Morehouse College. He graduated from Morehouse College, and he was with us prior to him graduating. So we would go to the college. It was called Living Green. They had a Living Green club on Clark College and Morehouse College, and they would go out and clean up the campus. But he has, from working with us, and his name is Jelani Baxter, and he has now moved into that arena. He is
Jelani?
Jelani.
Jelani, what's up, Jelani? Thank you.
So he is now working, and he's teaching kids. He's doing, and he has taken the class, the journeyman's class. There's a journeyman's class. I partnered with one of our organizations to do that. And so that is also opening up. If you want to learn how to grow, you can take the journeyman's class and get your journeyman's certificate. and there are other organizations as well. Habishop also does it. So there are lots of other organizations out there, and all you have to do is inquire. We can tell you where to go. Truly Living Well.
Yes, Rashad. Right? Rashid or Rashad? Yes. Rashid, yes, yes.
Of course, he's retired, but he's passed on everything to the next generation. And it's so much, it's so fulfilling, I would say.
It's more than fulfilling because, I didn't realize, because, again, from Jamaica, everything's being grown. You don't go to the store and buy stuff, so you already know that you need to plant. And down here, it's a little different because you can run to the store. A couple of years ago, you had to, like in the 70s and stuff, you had to plant your stuff because you couldn't just get everything. And then out comes the explosion of the Macs. The McDonald's, the McWhopper, Burger King. So when you have the fast foods, people, because back then people would only go and eat like on a special occasion on a Sunday. Now people are going every day,
every night.
And I want people to understand you have to be healthy. A question I want to bring up to you is because a couple of people sent me some information and to see if we can address this. Monsanto. Can we talk a little bit about Monsanto if you would like? If no, we can say no. It's not anything disparaging, but we just want to talk about Monsanto because I don't think a lot of people, the younger generation, have no clue who Monsanto, no clue, right? Do you know what Monsanto is? That means no. Is that who? Yeah. So can we talk a little bit about Monsanto on educating the youth that are here?
Okay. Well, Monsanto is a company that provided lots of foods, especially grains, and we have recently found out that they
GMO, genetically modified.
What was in those grains were not good food, not good for you. And they've been feeding us for a long time. So
basically, a lot of the foods that you're eating now is GM. Majority of them has GMO stuff. The seeds now, Monsanto has controlled all the seed. So majority of the seeds. So when you want an apple, and a lot of foods that you're supposed to be eating, fruits and vegetables should have seeds in it. So they have genetically modified a lot of the foods and the grains. So that's why I'm not going to say for a fact. What I'm hearing is, and what the word is, people are getting cancer because of it. This is what people are saying. So again, I'm just putting out what the people are saying. This is not me saying it, what people are saying. So people are trying to stay away. That's why a lot of people are farming and trying to eat their own foods and grow their own food. So that's, I just wanted, because people were saying, of course, if we're going to be on the show, we need to address Monsanto. But again, we're here not to talk bad about other, companies. What we're trying to do is you have to be responsible. Grow your own food. I can't tell you, I am sick and tired to death of hearing people tell you, Noreen, I'm sick and tired of people talking about it's expensive, I can't do this, I can't do that. But if you think about it, it's way cheaper doing this than spending your deductible going to the emergency room. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. It's like we have to re-educate people.
We do. It's a whole mindset. We have to do a whole paradigm shift. As my mentor would say, Ms. Carolyn Watkins, it's a paradigm shift.
Yeah, and I think for me, what I've noticed, if we start with the young, because when we're going to do the cooking show, we're going to have the younger generation. Because I noticed when you start with the adults and they bring it home, the kids are like, ew, yuck, 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 I don't want to eat it. But when you start with the kids and they like it, the parents will then come on board. That's how I see it. So we want to, it was just been you're going to be on the show more. Now, I know we may have a couple of veterans on the replay watching the show. Is there any grants for veterans for being a part of this? Because I know you said teenagers, women, and or the youth, women, and veterans. Is there grants out there for people like that?
There are grants.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
And I wanted to shout out to
Sure.
We have a veteran chairwoman in Augusta.
Is
And
that,
her name is Carla.
Okay.
Carla Walker, and she is preparing to purchase some land it's going to be a healing land for women veterans.
wait a minute, Carla Jackson?
Carla Walker.
Carla Walker.
Yes.
Carla Walker.
In
She's
Augusta.
in Augusta. We're going to be editing that when we do the edited version. So, yeah, so Carla Walker, she is purchasing land, and it's going to be for healing female veterans.
Healing lands for female veterans.
Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And her son
Okay.
are putting that together. They currently have horses on the land, but it's a beautiful place.
We're in Augusta. Do we know?
In Hepzibah.
Okay. Oh, I think I know what that is because I think I would go there when I'm going to Statesboro, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we're gonna figure that out. Good on time?
It's
And can I say
7:39.
one more thing?
Sure.
We are getting ready to do our.
Wait, you ain't gotta rush. This is your show. So you don't keep saying one more time, one more time. This is your show. I'm asking because my producers and directors and editors, they want to make sure I stay focused and we're on time. Okay, so,
So I wanted to make an announcement. We are going to be doing.
Wait, this is an exclusive. This is an exclusive. Exclusive. Okay.
The National Women in Agriculture will be doing a 2-day summit here in Georgia. It's a 2-day. One day you're going to be in Fort Valley State University,
Okay.
and the next day we'll be at Agnes Scott College.
Ooh, Agnes Scott
And that's
College.
in December. So watch those dates. December 6th, 5th, and 6th. December 5th and 6th. We should be December 5th and 6th.
5th and 6th? Okay, so you'll send me the flyers. We'll put it out there. We may come out the stream or do something out there.
We'd
So
love to have you.
see how I like inviting myself to places without getting an invitation? Sometimes you just gotta take the tree by the roots. Ooh, look! I worked that into an agriculture show. Yeah. Okay, let me stop. My intern's looking at me like, really? Really? Do we have any comments? Is Tanika still on? And
I don't know.
if you have any comments, if you want to ask, Noreen, any questions, feel free to ask. Because again, what we're trying to do is we want to get the word out. Share the video, share the video, share the video. We're going to have this on the Facebook page. We're going to have the edited version that they're going to edit, and it's going to be on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is the Women Are Worthy Network. The Women Are Worthy Network. Make sure you like the Women Are Worthy Network on YouTube, the Women Are Worthy Show on Facebook, the Women Are Worthy Show on Instagram. Make sure you like our shows and follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And our website is www.womenareworthy.net. Womenareworthy.net. We also have our mugs, we have our merch, we have the ebook, the plant-based ebook. Yeah, I'm officiality. Okay, all right, I'll stop. I see the looks. I see the looks behind the camera. Okay, so I need to stop. But it's a pleasure speaking with you, and we're going to continue to do more things together. And again, I want everyone, we're looking for servers, we're looking for people to put up the tents because we are having an event. It's Operation Feed the Hungry, and it's operated by veterans. One of the veterans, he has a restaurant on Roswell Road. It's called Cafe Life, and we want people to make sure to come out and eat. It's a plant-based restaurant, and they've decided, and you guys know that I shared my story that I was homeless or displaced, and so I know what it's like. So you can never have enough feeding the hungry. So it's Operation Feeding the Hungry, and it's going to be November 19th through the 21st. It's going to be in Atlanta. I'm going to post the flyer on the page. So we're needing help. We want veterans to come out. We want women to come out. We want anyone with a heart to serve to please come out and serve, because we're looking to feed, I guess, over 500 people. 500 people, so we're needing produce, we're needing help, because we want to show the city that we can do this as well. So we're gonna need hands, we're gonna need assistants, we're gonna need interns, anyone who has a heart to serve to please come out and serve. So this is Jacqueline Charles with the Women Are Worthy Show. Please This is Noreen Whitehead. She's the chair. Please give us your email address because they may want to email you your email address, your websites, and things how they can get in contact with you.
Okay, you can email me at nwiaa.atlchapter@gmail.com. You can also go to our webpage, which is www.georgianwiaa.com, and go down to there's a donate button or a contact button. You can also go to our Facebook page, Georgia Women in Ag, and you can see all the current things that we're doing there on our Facebook page. And you can also become a member for $25 for the year.
Now, what do you get for the membership?
Well, you will be able to know when we are going traveling place. We go to Washington D.C. so that we can make sure they know they see us and
Right.
understand that we are here and the work that we're doing. You'll get access to those places, those farmers markets and all the farms that you would like to go to.
Well, my thing is, I don't care about the extra perks. My thing is we have to support you because you're giving us giving us access where teens, agri-teens, they can get involved, and also if let's say this is you retired from your first occupation, this is your second career. This is something that you can do. There's sponsorships, there's so many things out there. So we want to thank you for being on the show, Noreen. And again, we're going to have you back on the show. And any flyers that you have, please give it to me. But I want you guys to listen to me. Come closer. I said closer, a little bit closer. I want people to understand the importance of growing your own food. It's very, very important. I'm not saying you have to grow everything. I'm not saying you have to slaughter anything. But what I am saying is at least basil or some collards. It tastes, I promise you, it tastes so different. For me, like I said, my husband, he's the green thumb. He grows. He says abracadabra, it grows. I look at it, it dies. So I'm forbidden to go anywhere near there. And I usually have that positive energy. But somehow when I get near his veggies and fruits and stuff, something happens. It goes haywire. He grew bitter melon this past summer, and it was so good. Lemongrass, so many different things. And like you said, you can start off, because you remember she put me in the kindergarten class where you get a Dixie cup, like I'm a baby, but yeah, I am. So I want to thank you for being on the show. You've been just a gracious host. Guest, you have actually helped us to think, get rid of the myths and to actually take action, because we're so busy complaining about the foods out there. So you're giving us an opportunity. You know what? We'll grow your stuff. And if you don't want to grow it, visit doggone it, the local farmers. We're making other places, WF, really rich, and that's fine, but why don't we go to the local farmers, because the food still tastes differently to me when I go there as opposed to the farmers. But again, I want to thank you. I practically gave a PSA, okay? But still, again, I just want everyone to leave this show tonight, just thinking about it again, about going to the local farmers and just, doing business with them. They're way cheaper. And sometimes they'll say something is like $4, and like, oh, we have $3. Okay, I'll take it. They're very good at, they want to see you buy their products, and they're good at handling, which I really like. So thank you for tuning into the Women Are Worthy show. We want to thank the Thread Mill Mall Complex. It's just a beautiful place. I want to thank, Patrick Borderline, wonderful supporter of the Women Are Worthy show, Michael Murphy. We want to thank Councilwoman of Austell, Miss Valerie Anderson. We want to thank the Mayor Ollie, Mayor Ollie, for being a wonderful guy out here. And I want to thank so many people. It's just been great to us. And I want to thank Pebblebrook High School. I have an amazing team. My gentleman behind the camera is just phenomenal. I also, and my ladies, because I have a wonderful lady, she was about to look at me and like, hey, I go to Pebblebrook too. Don't mistake me, I'm not a guy. And I also want to thank Campbell High School. We have so many people who just, it's just amazing people. So I'm hoping, that I'm helping them as they're helping me, because we want to continue to do more things with the interns. We're going to be doing changing your oil. So I'm going to have one of our interns, they're going to be changing their oil. Don't roll your eyes at me. We're also going to be doing food reviews. My interns, it's a diverse team, so we're going to have them cook things from their cultures so we can taste it and things like that. But again, tune in to the Women Are Worthy show. We're every Monday at 7 p.m. Don't forget to watch the edited version, because here we'll have little bloopers on here. But don't forget to watch the YouTube channel. It's the Women Are Worthy Network on YouTube. So goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful week. So long. Farewell.